Hello, Zach. We are here with you now and would like to take this opportunity to share a transmission on the understanding of what it means to be the real you, to be the authentic you. This is a topic that Zach has great interest in, and it is his passion to coach others how to express themselves in the most authentic way possible. Authenticity, as seen from the higher realms, is the entire purpose or meaning of what it means to embody on a physical level at this time here on the earth plane. Humanity is currently undergoing a massive process of awakening. This is referred to in many different ways, such as the Great Awakening or Ascension. This ascension phase that humanity has been experiencing for some time and is now experiencing even more at a rapid pace. It is accelerating. This awakening or ascension process that humanity is experiencing is entirely about embodying the authentic expression of your spirit. Authenticity is the most appropriate way of expressing self-love. There is no more accurate way to express love, the love of oneself, and therefore the love of others, than to express yourself that is most authentic to you. Express yourself in a way that is in closest alignment to your authentic choice and desire. This is what it means to truly love yourself and to love others, to express yourself in the most authentic way that is true to you. This is loving to yourself, because to express yourself authentically is to accept yourself and the authenticity that is within you. And to hold back the expression of what is true to you is to repress this authenticity, which is an act of self-hate. This is not loving to oneself to repress or hold back your authenticity. So authentic expression is seen through spirit or from spirit to be the most full way to love oneself. And it is loving to others, because to act as or act in the most authentic way for yourself is to live as an example of what it means to love oneself. The viewers of this channel on YouTube are those that find themselves most interested on one level to be expressing themselves in this way authentically. And this is why you, as the viewer, have found yourself here engaging in this transmission today with Atrioun. Because Atrioun is a social memory complex, as it is commonly referred to on the earth plane, which is to say a collective of spiritual beings that exist on the eighth dimension. And we have mastered this energy of self-love, of authentic expression, which is why Zach, on a higher plane, prior to this life incarnation, had chose to partner with us, Atrioun, and Atrioun had agreed to embody or channel through Zach in this way, physically, vocally, at this time in his life, in order so that Zach could act as a vessel or conduit through which a spiritual collective, having mastered authentic expression, could then share the teachings and the truth of authenticity with this audience forming on this channel here and now. This is what we are all collectively engaging in together, the exploration of what it means to embody, to express, to be the fullest, most authentic, most real version of you. And that really is the only version. Because this word version may sound somewhat confusing to the human mind. If authenticity is the truest essence of who you are, then can it be said to be a version? It's the only expression of what you are. all of the other expressions that you have found yourself emitting or engaging in throughout your life have not truly represented who and what you are. They have been versions or shadows or imitations that have been formed throughout various incarnations that you have had throughout your life. However, they have not allowed you to express yourself in the most authentic way. And this great awakening experience that humanity is participating in together is only one in which you are all being challenged to have the courage to express yourself authentically. This is what it means to go from ego to love, from fear to love. Because to go to the level of love, to embody the level of love, is to accept yourself fully and completely, unconditionally. This is what it means to be at the level of unconditional love. It means to love yourself unconditionally. And that includes an expression of a lower emotion occasionally, if it feels appropriate in that time. That includes the allowance of that emotion to be expressed in a way that does not need to harm another person or harm yourself, but can simply allow you to express something that feels appropriate to what you're thinking, what you're feeling in that moment, as opposed to holding it back, as opposed to stuffing it down in order to appease another person or in order to receive the validation or approval from someone or something else. This is not loving, and this is not real. This is not authentic. And so we would encourage you, the viewer, going through your life to look for moments, look for ways, look for opportunities that you have to express yourself authentically, not for the purpose of gaining approval or validation or love or acceptance from another person, but only for you to see what it feels like to express yourself in a way that may include that expression feeling unusual for you, or may elicit the judgment of another person because it's something they're not used to seeing you express. And as you do that, as you follow through on that authentic expression because you have the courage to in that moment, just to test it out as an experiment, I'm feeling this, I'm thinking this, and I'm in this interaction with this person. And I noticed that, let's say, for example, you find yourself in a people-pleasing pattern where you want to say something that's just true for you, but you hold back because you have a fear of how that person might respond and react. And so, yes, you hold back and that person doesn't react in anger or aggression or fear or what have you, or judgment. And so you say, well, that's good. I avoided that negativity. I avoided that awkward interaction. However, it came at the cost of saying what felt real and true for you. That is not self-love. And so what we would encourage you to do is to look for those moments. They happen all around you at all times. There's a never-ending flow of these opportunities. Find one of these opportunities, and when you find one, become aware of the fact that you're in one right now. You've just been given one of these opportunities by your higher self, which is a challenge. Use it as a challenge for you to let go of the fear that you have as to what may happen when you express yourself authentically, and simply allow yourself to accept the fact that another person may react emotionally in a way that you don't want them to. Accept that. Allow for that to be a possible reality. Instead of controlling it, instead of needing that person to not react in that way, allow them to. Allow them their free will. Allow them to react in the way that they choose, whether it's an unconscious choice or a conscious choice by them. Allow them to react. As you give yourself the permission to express in a way that feels honest to how you're feeling. Don't judge the feeling. Simply notice the way you're feeling and allow that feeling and how you're feeling in that moment to express. And as you do that, use it as a way of honoring yourself and how you're feeling. Not needing to judge yourself and thinking, oh, this expression is wrong, it's immoral, it's what have you. You're acting in a way, you're expressing in a way that allows you to honor what's true for you in the moment. In this moment, it's an act of self-love because you're allowing yourself to speak your truth, and you're allowing as well the other person to react in whichever way they end up reacting. This is how you do this for yourself and the other. And so this is what we would give you today as an exercise, as a practice. This is what it means to practice loving yourself. Use it as a practice. Practice loving yourself by honoring your authentic expression, and practice loving the other by allowing them to express whatever it is they choose. This is what it means to truly be your real self, and this is what it means to truly love yourself and the other as well. It has been our honor and privilege to have this opportunity to speak to you today and share the wisdom of Atrioun, and we look forward to our next opportunity to connect and share our transmission. Be well. Thank you once again for joining us on today's transmission. If you're enjoying hearing from the collective of Atrioun, go ahead and subscribe to this channel. I'll be sharing more teachings as they come through. Be well. See you soon.